I've spent the last 5 years learning about copywriting, sales funnels, and lead generation. And I've used that knowledge to set up automated funnels that generate new leads for my business every single day. And now I'm going to use that experience to create $1 million business, helping other business owners and entrepreneurs generate leads using sales funnels. How will I do it from the ground up without any kind of funding or debt? Well, this podcast is going to chronicle the journey so you can follow along. I'm going to share my business experience, advice, and strategies for creating an online empire. My name's Sean Bailey, and this is the Certified Funnel Expert Podcast. Hey there, Sean Bailey, and welcome to this episode of the podcast. Today, just on my way driving in the truck, as you can probably tell, but I'm pretty jazzed about today because I've got video number 1 recorded for like an evergreen kind of product launch video series. So it'll be 3 videos. And then the third video will kind of transition to the offer towards the end of it there. So I'm just kind of going to hammer that out today, hopefully record videos 2 and 3. And then the great thing is after you get your content recorded with video, you can go and then just extract the audio portion of it, send that away, get that transcribed. And when you get your transcription back, it is usually just a big horribly large blob of text. So when you get that back, you don't even want to mess with it, touch it, look at it, do anything with it. You just want to hand that off. I found a lovely lady on Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and for $16, she took 4,000 words. I can't remember how many pages it was, but it was a transcription. And I just kind of wanted to see. I just was like, it wasn't one that I was going to use completely. I just kind of wanted to find somebody. It's like, everybody's like, oh, I need this done. Well, I got a guy for that. So I'm trying to find my guy or girl for editing transcriptions. So I sent it off to her. She edited it up and just made it so it was like reasonable. And then when I get it back, I'll turn the transcriptions into like some type of like a PDF, like a ebook or maybe just like a lead magnet to give away or something like that. But once it comes back and it's actually like, kind of in paragraphs and like usable, then you're good to go. But yeah, this lady for $16, she did all of the editing and gave me my thing and everything that I needed for that first audio lesson. So very awesome. And I'm super happy with the work that she did. So I'm going to be using her again in the future right quick with the videos that I'm looking to rattle off here today, actually. So yeah, it's I'm excited about that. That's going to set up a product and that's been selling before. So I think this will kind of this will give it a new kind of marketing campaign. So I know that the quality of the product is good, and I'm excited to change this up, put these videos in place, and get started with that right quick. So yeah, so videos to record today. What else am I going to do? I haven't actually done much funnel building for a while, as far as actually like playing in ClickFunnels and whatnot, because I'm one of those people that can get in there inside the editor and just like hours. I can spend hours just working on the same page, one page. I'm like, oh, let's change the size of this column, or maybe this font could be this, or what if we move this over here? So it's kind of terrible in that regard. So I try to keep my funnel building to a minimum at the end. I do my funnel building at the end after everything else is all done, because the steps are kind of like get your offer hammered out, create your copy, and then go build your funnel and do that kind of stuff. So I used to do it the other way, where it was like funnel, play around with the funnel. Okay, oh yeah, well, let's come up with an offer. I'm got a lead gen funnel, so I need some kind of lead generating offer, and yeah, it was just a mess doing it like that. So this way, much better, going better. And yeah, what else are we gonna do today? There's something else. I got two campaigns that I'm gonna kind of run probably over August here, over the next month. So one for that 3 video launch, and the other is going to be I'm going to be taking a product that I've got. I'm going to be creating a product from again, just like I was describing with the audio extraction. So I've got some stuff that I read out, some meat of a presentation, essentially. Take that, turn it into an audiobook, and that's going to be for sale. And then after the audiobook comes an upsell, and I've got a couple ideas for the upsell. but I think whichever one I go with, it should be good, because I'm excited about people want to know about traffic. I put out a campaign, and if you want to know about something particular in regards to selling stuff online, ClickFunnels, copywriting, any of that type of thing, you can just go to seanbailey.com/tell Sean and let me know. Now that campaign, that page, it's just basically a quick little survey page. So the survey responses that I've got there, the bulk of them have been about traffic. People want to know about traffic, so I'm going to provide something for them in regards to it. I've been over the last week, I've been holed up doing a ton of learning about traffic, and I talked about this in one of the other podcasts as far as fast learning. So when I talk fast learning, what I mean is, and you can do this on YouTube videos as well, pretty much any video or audio that's out there. Inside the player, if you click on whatever little gear that it's got to configure the settings on it, and then you can go to the playback speed, and depending how fast the person talks, because some of the people that I was learning from was like, so here's on the next step, what we're gonna do is click on this. So I'm like, oh my god, so let's go to 1.75 speed for that person. So that one worked out pretty good. But yeah, usually most people, you can bump them up to 1.5 speed, and then you're not taking 10 minutes to get through a 10-minute video, right? You can learn the same material, but you can learn it faster just by speeding things up a bit, because time is incredibly valuable. So we're doing some fast learning about the traffic side. So I'm actually going to be implementing all of the stuff that I've learned in regards to traffic this week. Probably starting around Wednesday or something. I need a couple days here, like I say, just to get the videos recorded, write up some copy, all that kind of good stuff. Make maybe a VSL or two, and then go from there. Because the nice thing is when you have creating products and whatnot, there can be a big time consumption as far as creating products and time spent on that. So I've got a lot of stuff done, but the nice thing is you can repurpose stuff. I've got my information, I've still got, I can take a presentation, I can, change it up a bit, make sure that everything's still, relevant. If maybe a technique has changed or results have changed or something like that, I can go in and alter that up, but I don't have to go and start from scratch, right? I don't have to go and build it up from the bottom again. I've kind of got, a baseline to work with. So yeah, it's been, it was nice. It was a super nice weekend. I got a ton of work done, and I'm really happy about that. Today is just, getting to do some videos and some recording and whatnot while the creative juices are flowing. So I like to do that kind of stuff in the morning. But I've recorded at night, I've recorded any time of day, but I don't know, I just feel more creative. I feel like things just, I like getting it done in the morning, recording, and then in the afternoon, if I'm working on business type stuff, that's when I'm okay with writing sales copy, working on funnel pages and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm like, okay, what else? There was a bunch of stuff I was going to talk about today, but then you start talking on the episode, and yeah, just kind of, you're like, okay, I don't want to ramble and just talk about nothing, but I will talk about some awesome results that I've gotten with, so I put a few more kind of lead generation opportunities out there. And the cool thing is that these things have all been converting really well. I want to say that it's all me and how awesome I am and my copywriting and all that kind of stuff, but which it does have some bearing on. But at the same time, a lot of it is go look at pages that are converting well, or pages that are making money, or successful sales funnels, right? And then hack that sucker, right? It could be for a completely different market. You can be like, oh, I like the look of this page. This is good. I like this opt-in. I like how this, this layout is, right? I don't ever copy anyone's words or anything like that to do with their sales funnel. If I'm like, oh man, this is a great order form because of the style, because of the layout, because of whatever, then I can just go. And the nice thing is with ClickFunnels, you could have your page made in whatever, doesn't matter, WordPress, lead pages, whatever type of other funnel builder. You put that page up on a separate screen, go into ClickFunnels, and probably in 30 minutes or less have a very close duplicate of your page. Duplicate being the style, and not I'm not going to just put the same words and actually 100% copy the page, but Plus, if you like a layout or something like that, chances are your color scheme or, logos, that kind of stuff, once you go in there and change it up, even though it could be the same type of pages, you wind up with something completely different. So, but the cool thing was those pages lead generation pages that I essentially hacked, they've been converting well. Like all of them above 40%. Some, I've got one, I don't know, over the last little bit. Sometimes, like if Russell or ClickFunnels, if certain promotions are going on, I'll get like more traffic to my pages, just depending on what's going on with other market forces. But over the last little spurt here, I think it was over the last 2 weeks, I was converting over, I think it was like 70%, which is, for a straight up lead magnet, is pretty insane. The other one is kind of like some free learning, like a free course. It's it just tells them 100%, hey, this is like free, there's nothing to buy here, it's just a free course, all you gotta do is opt in, learning's on the next page, and it converts like super high, works super good, and people like what I put out. I've gotten tons and tons of comments, especially in regards to a certain percentage of the videos that I have available on YouTube, and people are like, this is amazing, this is what, like one lady said, this is bar none. I'm not trying to talk about how great I am, but it is nice when people, you're like, hey dude, is this good stuff, is this good quality, do people like my stuff? And then you get somebody who's like, this was like hands down the best training I've ever seen online or something like that, and I was like, whoa, okay, well, great, I'm gonna keep doing that. That's what I like to do, is talk about sales and marketing and funnels and pass knowledge on to people. So yeah, it's man, it's been good. It's been a crazy summer, to say the least. Moving into a new house, having to do a ton of projects and building a new deck and all that kind of stuff around the house was a lot. And then there was just kind of like, okay, what core problem do I solve, right? What's my core offer? So I took some time, a couple of weeks to just kind of like refocus and be like, what do I want to do with my business here? Like, I've sold certain things, and I've done client work for people, and there's some stuff that made money, stuff that didn't make money, stuff that I like doing. So it's like, what do I want to do, and what do I see myself doing? What's the long game? What's the plan here for the business? So it's good. I feel like I kind of, learned a little bit more about what I want to do and feel comfortable with things. I'm just, like rejuvenated and excited. And then I turned on did some learning over the last week. I got access to a really, really awesome course. And I mean, the traffic part was just like a subcomponent of the overall course knowledge that I got. And fantastic. I think it's going to make for better campaigns, VSLs, trainings, and webinars. That's my big thing. I have not really done, I've done a couple, but I haven't really consistently just been like, hey, let's do a webinar, do it over and over, and actually get good at them. So that's on the list of things here for the next, for the rest of this year. But I've got, just good ideas now. I feel really happy about things, and feel like I have more direction, to try and force something in your business, it's just no good. Oh, and speaking of excited, kind of changed up my presentation a bit. I'm not really a big perfectionist, like trying to make glam presentations. I'm more about like, here's awesome knowledge, because I know that like I've had glam type of presentations where I didn't really get a lot of knowledge and learning from it, and then I've had others where it was like the most basic PowerPoint slides you could possibly do, but the knowledge and learning was phenomenal. It's exactly what I wanted. It helped me out. It was excellent. So it doesn't, it definitely isn't about looks when it comes to providing value to people. Lots of my videos are just plain old slides, me talking over it, but kind of up my game a little bit on this latest presentation. That was part of the training that I got. It was like one of the subsections was like how to make awesome presentations. And you wouldn't believe it. It was just like, 4 or 5 things that I did in PowerPoint to kind of, spruce them up a bit, make them look better. So I think not only will that look good, but in the teaching part, normally it's just like, okay, here, you do this. So I'm trying to make it more like an interactive. excuse me, type of training where, so when they go to video number one, they opt in, they see video number one, they're going to see, the video is going to play. There'll be a button right under the video, and that button will let them download the worksheet for that particular video. Each video is going to have its own kind of like worksheet or exercises that they can print out and do along with it, so that it's like interactive and it's not just me talking. And there's just something about like putting pen to paper, coming up with ideas and doing it that way versus like, you know, typing on a Word document or something like that. Because in the video, I'm very much about like, hey, grab a pen and paper and, you know, do this exercise with me. Got your pen? Got your paper? Good. Don't have one? Okay, you can print out. You can do this on a blank piece of paper, or you can just print out the worksheet that I've got underneath the video. So, cool thing is when the video plays, about maybe 30 seconds or so after the video plays, or starts playing, I'll have it set up so that another section appears after 30 seconds with a button that'll take them onto video number 2. So when they opt in, they'll get taken to video number 1. If they're like, okay, cool, that's enough learning for me for one day. Then they'll get an email series, and it'll be like, okay, here's the link to day 2. You go do this, and you like this, and we're going to do this exercise. So people can go through it that way via email. But like I say, with that 30-second fade in of the next section, there'll be a button. It'll be like, okay, cool, take me to video number 2. And same thing on video number 2. It'll be like, hey, cool, take me to video number 3. So that's for the people who are like hyper responsive, who are like, yes, oh, this is cool, this is awesome. I did this exercise. Sean's giving me great stuff. Let's do the next exercise. Boom, they go on to the next one. So whichever pace, it's like a self-paced type thing. So people who are keen and want to go like, you know, all the way in one shot, they can do that. And if people want to kind of do it in like one day at a time, no problem, we can do that too. And yeah, each training section is going to have its own little worksheet. And like the first one, I called it the fun day exercise. So, I mean, how awesome is that? How can you be like, oh God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to plan out a fun day. And the cool thing about the fun day exercise is that it kind of helps people identify if they wanted to go into like what's a good market for me to go into, or what's a good niche for me to go into, right? So this kind of helps people identify, because if you can't go into a market that you hate or despise or don't, you know, it doesn't align with your morals, or you're like, this is so boring and lame and stupid, right? So this, you know, if you're going to be in a market, be in a market where it's something that you dig, enjoy, you love doing it, you want to you know, you could see yourself talking about it every single day. So that's, yeah, so there's like 3 of those types of setups, in each, like one, like an exercise for each video. So I'm super excited about it. So I got to do those. And then like a content thing, like I'll blast out a broadcast to the email list that I have, and they can go check it out. And then I'll put a video on YouTube and Facebook, start sending some traffic towards it, see what kind of response I get, and kick some butt. And that's just one of the campaigns. I'll talk about the other campaign either tomorrow or in a future podcast. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Anyways, pretty much at where I need to be here, so I'm going to hop out and then get to it. And, yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Out! Hey there, Sean again. Thanks for being part of this episode, but I really want to know something from you. What's your number one question or issue about sales funnel? Let me know so I can make something really awesome that helps you get out and gets you unstuck. Just go to seanbaylor.com/tell Sean and let me know. Thanks. I really appreciate it, and I promise I will use your feedback to help you out. Thanks again.